Welcome to the show. I have a guest. I'm honored to have a guest, and we will talk about coronavirus, which is spreading around the world. Dr. Tahir Lorne is a British doctor, and he is based here in near London, Luton. And thank you very much, Dr. Sir.
Thank you very much.
Can I just ask you, what are the symptoms of the coronavirus and what causes to have a coronavirus?
Can I just start by saying thank you to you? It's such a good topic and such a relevant topic for everyone in this world, UK, outside the UK, because as you see, the virus is spreading so fast that almost is reached to all the countries. And so far, the statistics that in the UK, just 10 minutes ago, there was a breaking news that 10 more people have died and they couldn't stop it. And now the total death rate in the UK is 21. And we are approaching to the stage where Italy was nearly 2 to 3 weeks ago. So we are all worried. We are all worried in the UK, and we're doing it. And this virus, which started in China nearly 2 to 3 months ago, has spread it to the whole world today. And almost millions of people have been affected as far as statistics are known. And I assume that many countries, they are not disclosing their data because of so many reasons, because of the businesses, because of their own interest. In the UK, there are about roughly just under 1,000 people are affected, but now we think that there may be loads, uncountable people, numerous people. That's why the government has introduced a strategy to combat this virus very quickly and at early stage.
Okay, what is the cure of coronavirus?
Unfortunately, there is no cure so far because this disease just came.
It means we can't treat it.
No, there's no treatment for this. The treatment is the prevention, because this disease started 3 months ago and it has rapidly reached everywhere we could not study. In the UK, we sportive treatment. That means if you have cold, if you have and running nose, if you got sore throat, if you got temperature, you treat yourself, like self-care yourself by taking simple paracetamol, sips of water, stay at home, and do not mix with other people.
If you mix with other people, what will happen? For example, if you have 65-year-old person at home, uncle, auntie, or sister, or mom, so can you pass on to them on how harmful you are?
If you mix up with the people and you got the symptoms like as I explained to you, nazla, zukam, khansi, or sore throat, running nose, temperature, and coughing, and there's a high chance that you will transmit this to other people by just with your saliva, spitting, and coughing. That's why it's important that you isolate yourself, within the house, in your room, not with the whole community, not with the whole family, because a stage will come. For example, if you are positive, then you need to stay isolated in 2 to 3 weeks in your own room. You cannot mix with other people because you are not going to be beneficial for the people if you go in for the gathering, for example, mosque, for Jummah prayer, for janazah, for funeral services. If you're going there with the symptoms, you're going to cause more harm to yourself as well as other people. So therefore, it's very important.
You make wudu at home, take your jainamaz or masalla into the mosque and topi as well,
for example,
and pray and get it out.
Yeah, for example, if you're going to Jummah, you have to go Jummah. I'm pretty sure that in the UK mosque, they are going to start a new strategy, a new instruction that they will probably discourage you to come into Jummah if you have symptoms, or they will not do any Jummah prayers maybe in near future. But if you have to go, take your own hat, do wuzu at home, take your own musalla, do not make physical contact with the people, just come back quickly as much as possible. This is to protect yourself and protect other peoples in the community. What you need to do, this is the time we have to look what we have been practicing as a nation, what we have to change, because this is going to be very hard. This is not an easy decision, but you have to do it for yourself, for your family, for the community at large. One last message I'll tell you. You need to go out to your street, give them messages to elderly people living there. They might be isolating themselves, and send them a piece of paper and your number and say, if you need any help, please contact us, and help your neighbors as much as possible. This is the true spirit of Islam in the situation like this. And I think we need to learn a lesson from this. We need to see how can we protect ourselves, how can we protect community, how can we protect other people we know, how can we protect other people we don't know. So please be respectful to everyone. If you have symptoms, stay at home and just treat yourself and call doctors. There is no point going to hospital. They will not let you enter. There is no point going to emergency department. There is no point to go to your own family doctors. They will not enter you, let you enter. So please call them and they will definitely return call back to you, and then they will decide whether you have been seen or what is going to happen with you. But I'm pretty sure that they will help you. Please listen to my instructions and call your doctors rather than you going to sit in a hospital or your family physician.
Doctors are be saying basically you don't have any sort of cure about this disease. You have to put yourself in self isolation for 2 weeks. And
if you have symptoms.
If you have a symptoms of coughing, breathing or whatever, or normal
Yes,
flu.
that's right.
But majority of the people who are young, they are less than 60-year-old and they haven't got any chronic diseases, they can get better themselves.
Yes.
Right, but elderly people like 60 above and they have chronic diseases, they're more likely affected more.
There are 2 points here. If you are young, if you don't have any health problems, then you don't need to worry, but you need to be careful that you do not become a victim of this virus by mixing up, by being brave, going to gatherings and everything. Try to avoid it. But if someone in the family is more than 50 or 60 years old, has got underlying condition like lung problem, like asthma, like kidney problem, like cancer, or they are extreme age and bedridden, you need to be showing respect to them. Just stay isolated. Try not to mix up with them if you have symptoms, and make sure that they stay protected and help them as much as possible. As a moment, we are encouraging people to phone doctors and seek help by phone rather than you going and sitting in the hospitals or in family doctors.
Some people are saying washing your hand 5 times a day, or keep washing your hand, don't scratch your nose. Is it preventable?
This is the best thing. That's why this is telling how many times we touch our face, how many times we scratch ourselves, so we need to be careful. Washing definitely helps. Okay, wash properly. 20 seconds for minimum washing of your hands. 20 seconds with the soap and your face as well. And drinking a little bit of sips of water is going to definitely help you. And washing is definitely help you, because washing away, for example, in Muslims, they do ablution 5 times a day, which is the natural cure of it.
Right. Can I ask you last question? The people in Pakistan, they are saying if there will be a climate changing, like for example, is going to be temperature is going to be risen very soon in March, April, that the bacteria will die, the virus will die and vanish away. There is any evidence for such thing?
There is no evidence that this virus can be controlled by lowering the temperature or high the temperature. Is a matter of fact that some countries are different. The virus has gone to them in a late stage. For example, in the China, the UK took at least few weeks. Now it's going to the Africa now. So it's not because of the temperature, it's because of the traveling. Traveling to the countries took a time, and every country is unique. Every country has different way to cope with it. Every country have different culture. So there is no evidence so far that temperature or anything else has got anything to do. There is no cure so far. So don't become victim of the people who are crook and who are trying to sell you things off. Do not do that.
In Pakistan, people are selling a lot of things like gloves and mask, but it doesn't help basically.
To be honest, I don't think gloves are going to help you a lot. But at least if you use gloves, once the mask is wet, it's not going to be ineffective. But at least you should be taking measures. I said to you, stay at home, take simple paracetamol, simple water, drink to simple water, and stay at home. That is the best strategy. And keep yourself clean. And try not to spit. Do not cough on the people, not in the gatherings. And because that's why I'm saying that we have to change the way we have been practicing at the moment, our lifestyle. So you change your lifestyle, be respectful to other people, be respectful to the community, and be respectful to your neighbors. Look after them.
Thank you very much. We will do the program in detail, inshallah, on Sunday the 15th on Sky 745. Dr. Saab and one more doctor will be with us. So wait until the next video. And agar aap